going right in today. We're going right in today. It's happening. Okay. Lol, no. Oh no, we gotta wrap this up today. I think I may start playing it in like the cozy stream if we don't wrap it up today. Because I'm ready to move on to, I think, not for broadcast tomorrow. Let's go ahead and say that we're gonna do not for broadcast tomorrow. Whoa! This is the real start to the day. Welcome to the stream, everybody. How are you guys doing? Good to see you. Did I just get a critical miss? Did I roll 2 1s? Wait. Really? Oh my god. Oh lord. Well. Okay. Is this game good? I kind of want to scratch the same Divinity 2 itch. Oh yeah, yeah. The base game's a lot of fun, and this game's a lot of fun. Absolutely. War bongos. That's right. All right, come on. Heat armor. Give me something good. Right. Heat metal, excuse me. Now we're gonna move you out of the way. Please. I'm not getting hit by Circle of Death with him. No. Not gonna happen.
Well struck.
Okay, good.
Maraike Evo Viribe.
The Clonks! Fantastic. Spread everyone out nice and big here. Oh, dude, he killed... He killed the other NPC. A fight! Bonk.
Maraike Evo Malvin. Bravo! Victory is yours!
And we didn't get our NPC killed.
The place is charged with negative energy. It needs cleansing.
Need a hand?
No, this requires my knowledge. I will perform the ritual. Yes, the spirits of the ancient kings are still here. The Anfarels will rise again.
Oh, wait. Is that really a cleansing ritual?
Yeah.
All those who stain the domain of the king shall sink in the waters of despair. All of them.
Oh my god, that was the pre-fight. I have made a huge mistake. It's just starting to sound like a build error about now if your whole character depends on the ruby. Well, it's not the whole... First of all, the character's doing fine right now. He's by no means bad currently. He's doing fine. The thing is I want to be using two-hand blunt, Maul specifically, because they're really good. And the problem is that I can make a +1 Maul, which would be magic and really good, but it uses a primed Maul, and I only have 1 primed Maul. And if I can get a blood ruby, then I have everything else that I need. to make a Maul of Domination. And that Maul is not only a +2, but it has a chance to stun for multiple rounds every single hit. So it is like a godlike weapon. It is incredibly, incredibly good. So I can either take a wimpy weapon and lose out on the materials I need to make the good one, or I can find a Blood Ruby and make the really good one. So if I can get this guy a +2 freaking magic Maul, like, oh my lord, dude, that's where we are. So the interesting thing is I have gotten like every single other crafting material, in some cases 3 times, and I have not gotten a Blood Ruby. So, like, I don't know if my RNG is just terrible or what. Yeah. And then I could buy it in one location, but unfortunately in that one location, I tanked my faction accidentally. So, yeah. Gonna think. And then, of course, I could make a magic 2-hand slashing weapon, but the magic 2-hand slashing weapon takes a Blood Ruby! So it's like, yeah. Not really feeling that.
Oh, bad luck.
So basically, Cohh is just bad. Yes, that's the root of it. The root of it is I'm just super bad at this game. Yeah.
Please.
Damn. A ghost.
Don't be scared. I just want you to tell my brother that I died here.
Were you?
Josun. I was killed by the witch.
It's a
witch.
I'm cursed to say no more.
Oh.
Ask my brother Hannik in Caer Hifrid.
Oh, man.
He's a performer at the music hall.
Okay.
That was weird.
That was weird. If I start a new game, what character classes would you recommend? It completely depends on your difficulty. And if you're playing just to have fun, or if you're trying to like min-max on high difficulty. So, yeah. I mean, especially if it's like your first time, I would say prioritize fun and what's interesting to you. If you're a beginner and you want to try to tackle harder difficulties, then at that point I would probably recommend looking at either a 5e guide or a Solasta guide. But I mean, you can't go wrong with a Trinity. So, and a Trinity in this case, not like having a tank, DPS, and a healer. That works really well in this game. I mean, that's what we're doing. We have, a tank, a healer, and then we have DPS and utility. So, wizards are incredibly powerful. Rangers are incredibly good. Paladins make excellent tanks in this game. Paladins are awesome. Life clerics are incredibly good healers. But again, the lower the difficulty, the less that matters, and the more you can just have fun with it. Oh, cool. A barred up door. Oh my god. Okay, the only thing I absolutely love about this is like every single one of these dudes is like no HP. Rude. Rude. It's gonna be a counterspell nightmare though. Wait, is every single one of them a caster? Died. Okay. Well, this is something we're going to definitely have to do tomorrow. Because I must depart. I might be on a little bit this afternoon, but probably not until this evening. I think we're going to do one more big night of Vampire Survivors, clean up all the achievements, and then tomorrow we're doing Not for Broadcast in the morning. We will definitely be finishing Solasta, though, as I am loving this playthrough. However, it'll probably be in the cozies and afternoon streams and that kind of stuff, as we do Not for Broadcast, hopefully some Grim Dawn. We got Rogue Legacy 2 coming up. King Arthur. We also have Tiny Tina's Wonderland DLC, maybe checking out a game called Myth Force. We got all sorts of stuff to do. So yeah, lots of things. Lots of things. Hope to see you here for them. It'll be a lot of fun. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are on the globe. As always, thank you for being here. And I'll see you fine folks later for more fun and games. Bye-bye. Yo, 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 yo. So I'm going to run the new intro. I got it worked on a little bit. And watch when he walks up the stairs. Now it's in perfect beat. It's going to be awesome. Here we go. Here it comes. Watch this. It's so good now. That is so good. Oh my God, dude. I loved it. I loved everything about that intro. And the very last part, the very last change I asked was for them to sync up those steps, because I don't know if you guys noticed before, but that when he would walk up the steps, it was like a half beat off. It was driving me crazy. So they actually went back and they synced it up perfectly. And oh man, woo, it is pretty hot. Pretty hot. It's pretty hot. I'm very happy with it. Okay. You guys want to hear a story? Okay, I gotta actually pause it for the story, because this is crazy. All right, here I'll tell you guys my quick story. So I had a good workout this afternoon. That was good. But right before the workout, right outside my house, they're putting in a new outbuilding. We're getting and we had to get a foundation poured for it. And today they brought out an excavator and they dug the trenches. And this is like 15 feet from my house, right? Outside. Now, they wanted to get the power and water people to come out and spray it, but they're like literally weeks to months behind, so they weren't able to. But they did confirm that the power is on the other side of the house. So they were like, we'll do our best and we'll see what we can do. So I am out today going to the doctor's this afternoon, and I get a message from my wife. And it said, there is a plumbing emergency. That was the message. There's a plumbing emergency. And then right after she sent that message, she called me. And I was like, oh God. So I pick up the phone and she's like, okay, here's the deal. There's a guy here to look at the septic system, completely independent of what's happening. And he went into the water closet, and there's a pipe that comes in through our foundation that then goes into our water system. And the pipe comes out of the wall, and then it goes down, and then and then it goes into a pipe that goes into everything. Where the pipe comes into the house and then goes down, it was completely sheared off and hanging to the right side, and there was water all over the floor. So I go outside to where they're digging this giant trench, and sure enough, at the very bottom of the trench, 15 feet from my house, there is this 2-inch pipe that they hit and removed. And what happened is they were using an excavator, so they pulled the pipe, and that pulled the pipe under the ground so hard against the side that it broke the pipe inside the house. So here's where it gets confusing. Because you see, that pipe that it pulled goes to a well. And from everything I understood, the way a well works is a well pump just keeps pumping. And the water that it pumps goes into the house into a pressure container. And when the pressure container fills up, then it applies pressure in the line, and that tells the well to stop pumping. Right? That's how wells work. But what was super weird is that the pipe in the foundation was completely broken off. Obviously, it was also broken in my house. And there was no water gushing out of the pipe. So, needless to say, this then the septic guy was like, well, did they hit a power line? And we look at the guys digging the trench and we were like, did you also hit a power line? And they were like, oh yeah, 2 of them. So at that point, we have to call out the electrician and the plumber. So the electrician comes out and caps the power lines the 2 power lines that they broke. And the septic guy is like, just to be sure, let me go check the well and make sure. Oh, they were fine. Yeah, the workers were fine. It's totally fine. The workers were actually super cool. This stuff happens and they didn't know where the stuff was. It happens, whatever. This stuff was done like 15 years ago and they didn't give us plans to show where they put it. It happens. So, and for the record, they weren't the main power lines. They were not the power coming into the house. These are different power lines. We assumed what happened is that they hit one of the power lines that powered the well, and that the well stopped pumping. And that way, when they hit the water pipe, instead of it gushing out endless gallons of water, there was just like a few gallons in the water room where it sheared off and a few gallons in the bottom of the trench, which is what happened. So we were like, okay, cool. You hit the power line too. We'll fix that up, whatever. The septic guy is like, well, let's go make sure that the well is turned off. He shocked himself checking. So they hit 2 power lines and a water line. The power was still on at the well. For some reason, it wasn't pumping. Nobody knows why. So we call out the plumber, and the plumber then goes into the water closet, and he's like, okay, here's the deal. We can, of course, repair the pipe up top, but the problem is that the pipe coming into the house has a joiner on it at a 90-degree angle, and it's sheared off on the joiner. And if they cut the pipe, there is not enough pipe for them to put another joiner on. And I was like,
Nanny.
Okay. So the plumber said, so what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to make sure it's the same pipe. And they did that by one guy knocking on the end on the outside and the other guy listening. So like, it's the same pipe. So at that point, he's like, I'm going to work on pulling the pipe in, you go do dinner, whatever you need to do with your kids. So about 10 minutes later, I get a call and he's like, you need to come down. We need to talk. And I walk downstairs and I'm walking towards the water closet and the guy just looks at me and smiles and he's like, this isn't good news. So I walk into the water closet and he goes, the pipe right here. And he then proceeds to pull 2 feet out of the wall and it was broken there. So when he tried to pull the pipe into the water closet, he broke it a second time. And this is now directly outside of the foundation of my house, about 9 feet underground, directly under our porch that we redid last month. So, to bring it all back, we now have a water pipe that is fractured in 2 places under a huge amount of dirt in our brand new porch that we just redid. The pipe, even when repaired, we don't know what's going to happen because the magic well that's getting power from somewhere, even when it was working, was not pumping water properly. So we don't know what small voodoo priest hidden in our house is controlling that with his voodoo magic. And we still don't understand how the well was powered and not pumping water. Even the plumber was like, if the well has power, it should be flooding everything here. Like if the well has power and I'm looking at the end of the pipe, there is no reason that it should not be flooding this. Like he was like, I am at a loss. I have no idea what's going on. So, yeah. So that was a thing. That was an interesting afternoon. So funny enough, the guys who are doing the outbuilding, it's like a construction company. They got all the details and they're like, yeah, we're like 90% certain we can fix everything tomorrow. And I was like, okay, like whatever you say. Is this our old house or the new house? This is the new house. Yeah, this is the new house. So yeah, we currently don't have water. We hope to get it back tomorrow. Yeah, press B to doubt. That's right. That's press B to doubt. We'll see. Oh, and of course, like there were like 5 different scheduled things that have been being lined up for months. First, they were going to dig the footings. Tomorrow, they were going to come out and pour the concrete. It was going to be inspected on Friday. The frame thing was going to, like, all of these things that they have been scheduling for months were all due to happen in like the next 5 days. And they had to cancel, obviously, the concrete footing thing. So it's like, cool. Oh, so that's my story. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you plan on returning to No Man's Sky? Eventually. But not for the pirate expansion. But I will always return to No Man's Sky whenever an interesting thing comes along that I like. Hey! Let me see that little guy. Ah. Have you guys seen this little guy recently? I was telling them about our water experience today. Hi. Hi. How are you? You happy, little baby? Hi. Yeah. That's what he says. This is little Asher, for those that haven't seen him. He's reading. Can you look right there? Look right there. Asher. Look right there. Look there. You're just gonna keep looking at me and smiling? Okay, that works too. He's such a happy baby. He smiles so much. Yeah, he's gonna smile. He's smile at everyone. Yeah. just a smile. That's all. Just a big smile. Oh God. Oh, we're going for the beanie. Oh Lord. What are you doing? Almost empty. Oh yeah, that's not happening. Oh Lord. You ready for the Artillery?
He wants to grab
Artillery. Ow. saw through my ruse. Another will come at... Oh, dude. Jeez. Okay. Well, that's rude. We almost had him. Guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. We've got at least a couple more unlocks to go, but this has been a blast. It's been fun. All right, friends, I will see all of you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. ET for broadcast. I'm looking forward to this game. I have no idea what to expect. I've just had a lot of people tell me it's hilarious and fun. And I'm just saying, you better be right, chat. Don't disappoint. I will see you all then at 8 a.m. ET for another day of fun and games. Thank you so much for being here. Solasta will continue in the evenings and cozy streams probably as we finish that one up. And yeah, see you tomorrow morning for the fun and game. Have a great one. Bye-bye.